What's up, people? How you doing? So I had an event to get to this morning. You know, everything was planned out perfect. I mean, it was going to be the 8:03 train to Coventry, arriving in at 9:03. Boom. I woke up at 6. You know, jumped in my taxi. Everything was planned perfectly. And waking up that early, you know, you're tired because you need some sleep, but you're gonna be on the grind. Get to the station, I looked at the platform, jumped on the train, and sitting on the train, I'm moving. 9:03, I'm like, okay, I should have arrived where I'm going, realizing the train's not stopping because I was on the wrong train. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then because I end up being late for the event and have to now reroute, which adds another 2 to 3 hours onto my journey. And it kind of made me start to reflect on a couple of things in life. You won't always get it right all the time. See, those who get it right all the time is simply because they've gotten it wrong most of the time. So in order to get it right, you get it wrong first. And it's okay to make those errors along the way, so long as we learn from those errors. And when we go through life and we go through journeys, we sometimes look at the elite and the high performance and we think, oh, you know what, they must have it perfect and things don't go wrong. Let me be honest with you. The reason why we get it right most of the time is because we've gotten it wrong a lot of the time. So say for instance, out of every 10 shots I make, okay, I shoot 10 shots, I make 2. So that's like a 20% success rate. So 2 out of 10. So if I want to make 4, then I've got to shoot 20. And you've got to start thinking from that ratio that if I want to shoot 20, make 20, I've got to shoot 100. So that 20% rate means that we've got to get it wrong a lot more times. And most people don't see it when we get it wrong. So this is the confessions of an extraordinary person with an extraordinary way of doing things. But the truth of the matter is, just an ordinary guy with an extraordinary pattern of thinking. We all get it wrong most of the time, but we don't admit that on camera. We don't admit that in public, which is wrong. I think we should admit a bit more of our flaws and our weaknesses, because you watching this, you probably got better habits than I have. You know what I mean? But you won't see my weaknesses. But you watch the videos, you see the cover of the book, you see the glossy brochures, but you don't ever see the Clark Kent, you only see the Superman. So here's me sort of revealing the human side of my journey that, yeah, I get it wrong sometimes. I love being on time, but sometimes I'm late because of 1 or 2 things. Like a simple oversight, you know, jumping on the wrong train. I jumped on the 8 o'clock instead of the 8:03. Can you imagine? Just that little bit of oversight. So this is a little clip to just encourage you that those who get it right all the time, they don't always get it right all the time, because for them to get it right all the time, they've had to get it wrong most of the time. So be a bit patient with yourself, have a bit of grace on yourself when you're making those errors. But what I will say is this: whatever error you make along the way, make sure you learn from it. Don't be a fool, make the errors and sit back. So for me now, I'm not going to take it for granted that, okay, yeah, the train is, I'm just going to pay closer attention at that time in the morning, okay? So this is me, Action Jackson, encouraging you to pardon yourself when you make those errors. Don't beat yourself down, please. Do not beat yourself down. Pick yourself back up, look at how you can improve it, and then move on, all right? Take care, and follow me on Twitter at Action Jackson, and look forward to hearing some of the great news of your success, all right? Peace, love, and cheesecake.